This pandemic has put a lot of summer vacations on hold. But never fear, our Conor Knighton has sent us a postcard from a faraway place you can visit from home.
A few years ago, I took a trip to the Faroe Islands. Located halfway between Iceland and Norway, the collection of 18 small islands is officially part of the Kingdom of Denmark, and is easily one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I was hoping to go back for a vacation this year, but obviously those plans have changed.
We haven't had any tourists here for the past 7 or 8 weeks, and it looks like it's going to be a very tough summer as well.
Levi Hansen works for the Faroese Tourism Bureau. When we met back in 2017, he mentioned that it can sometimes be challenging to attract visitors to a place most tourists have never heard of.
We realize that we live in a very remote place, and we sometimes have this feeling of being like, David against Goliath.
But Faroe Islands tourism has steadily been on the rise. 2020 was set to be a record-breaking year.
This was definitely going to be our busiest year. We have, 2 new hotels opening up. Doesn't sound a lot, but in the Faroe Islands, that's double.
Hotels is a big deal. I remember we couldn't find a hotel.
Those hotel reservations are all canceled now. But once COVID-19 completely shut down tourism, Hansen and his team decided that they would serve as the eyes and ears of those who were forced to put their trips on hold. At remote-tourism.com, you can now guide the Faroese Guides. They've equipped themselves with cameras and headsets and have been live streaming hour-long walks. Every minute, a new person gets the chance to direct their movements from home.
When you press forward, we move forward. When you press left, we turn left. And when you press jump, well, we jump.
Even if you don't get a chance to snag a minute at the controls, it's fun to watch no matter who's in charge. The guides have hopped onto boats,
As a virtual tourist, you can ride
horses, and helicopters.
It's a bit surreal, really, to know that you're being controlled by a person in a completely different country, many, many miles away.
As you can see, the houses are quite close together.
If there's something you want to get a closer look at,
Running.
a press of the button transmits a live instruction to the guide's earpiece.
Okay.
What's the percentage of helpful versus messing with you? Have people just been making you jump and run left and right? How's that balance?
Yeah, we considered that a lot, before we did this. Most people have been very helpful, but there have been a few cheeky people that have, asked us to run and jump a lot, which is also, it's a part of the fun. It's fine.
I'm not satisfied until I find some sheep.
I was one of those cheeky people. When I got my turn at the controls during one of the tours, I couldn't resist putting Levi through his paces.
We're going to walk forward up this way towards the sheep again, which you can see at the top there.
I think it's time to run to those sheep.
Okay, you're going to make me run again?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I will obey your orders.
Left. Good idea.
While the guides will often make suggestions about where they'd like you to steer them,
If you ask me to turn to the left here, I'll show you a beautiful view of
you're given the final say.
the sea.
The hope, of course, is that some of these online visitors will turn into in-person visitors one day. And really, what better way to show off a destination than to show that, in the Faroe Islands, it doesn't really matter which way you turn. It all looks beautiful.